Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Soul's Unboxing. If you'd like to know what special editions of video games we'll be unboxing next, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell button. We have received a new special edition video game that we'd love to unbox with all of you. This is what we're unboxing this week: Venus Vacation Prism, Dead or Alive Xtreme Premium Box Edition on PlayStation 5 from Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja. But first, let's talk about the fighting game series that make this spin-off famous: Dead or Alive. Again, like we mentioned at the very beginning, this video contains mature and adult contents. If this is not your thing or you may find it offensive, you may want to turn to our other video game unboxing videos instead. Dead or Alive is a 3D fighting game series that started back in 1996. At that time, the first Tekken was released in 1995, and Soul Edge, the predecessor of Soul Calibur, was released in early 1996. Unlike the Soul series, Dead or Alive features hand-to-hand combat, similar to how the Tekken series handles their fighting mechanics. In order to stand out from the crowd, especially the jam-packed fighting game era at that time, Dead or Alive introduced something gamers and developers had not considered before: very beautiful, or should I say gorgeous, female fighters with sexual appeal and insane body physics that gave the arcade goers a feast for their eyes. When the first Dead or Alive was ported to PlayStation 1, they even allowed players to adjust the age of the female characters to increase or decrease the wiggles of their, assets. Although some people say the developers are just objectifying women, it didn't stop them from making more sequels, spin-offs, and even live-action movies. However, no more mainline sequels ever since Dead or Alive 6 was released in 2019, and only spin-offs like the Dead or Alive Xtreme series was born, including this new entry in the series, but only limited to the Asian market. So you may be wondering, if Dead or Alive Xtreme series is not a fighting game, then what is it all about? Consider it as a relaxation game where we get to meet some of the female characters from the DOA series with the same in-game physics to play minigames, take photo shoots, go to casinos, etc. on the vacation islands. And when it comes to female characters, beaches, and pools, of course they'll be wearing some of the most revealing, scandalous outfits for you to take a million photos in different poses. But you also need to earn the in-game money and buy gifts to improve your relationships with them. Who says dating is not expensive? At least that's the premise from the titles before. In this latest entry, Venus Vacation Prism Dead or Alive Xtreme has become a dating sim instead, where you get to meet and date 6 different female characters with totally different personalities on the Venus Islands. Each comes with their own storylines and outfits. Did we mention revealing ones? And you still get to play minigames with them, but we'll leave them for you to discover. Let's have a look at the packaging first. The version we got is the Premium Box Edition, and you can tell it's a much bigger box than our regular standard editions. And by the way, Koei Tecmo are really into releasing all different fancy versions and editions for the majority of the games, and this is already not the biggest one they've manufactured. We'll come back to other editions towards the end of the video. We can see the full lineup of the 6 female characters that we'll get to meet in the game, namely Misaki, Fiona, Elise, Tamaki, Honoka, and Nanami. Interesting enough, only Honoka and Tamaki are from the Dead or Alive mainline series, and the other 4 are original characters for this game. And they use thicker carton box instead of the paper one to better protect the precious contents inside. On the back, we have some more in-game screenshots featuring the characters and their outfits, the basic premise of the game, in Japanese of course, and the goodies that are packed in this premium box that we'll see very soon. I just can't wait to get my hands on the premium ladies. I mean the premium box. So, shall we? Sorry, I got the DLC code, so I have to cover it first. Anyways. Alright, so we have everything unboxed in here. Let's just put away the limited edition box first. We have the Venus Vacation Prism main game in here, which is a standard PS5 translucent game case. The cover is the same as the one featured on the outer carton box. And when we open the case, we have similar illustration on the game disc, plus a download code. And the download code is actually for 6 of the qipao, you know, the Chinese traditional dress for the 6 female characters. Standard stuff, but we appreciate also some of the DLC too, right? And next, we have this B2 size fabric poster, which is around 19 by 27 inches. It's not too big and not too small, and it's in fabric, so we don't have to worry too much about the crevices. Let me just expand it for a further look. I'm not going to expand in full because it's still large, but it's actually quite nice indeed. You can definitely buy those poster scrolls to clip the top and bottom so you can hand it up easily. For me, I'm sorry, but you have to go back to the box afterwards for some obvious reasons. Now let's go back to the sheet with the download code. The other one, it contains the ASMR or Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response of the Date with Misaki. For those who've been following our channel for quite some time, we did some ASMR unboxing on the Yolo Park Optimus Prime / Orion packs, as well as the new Nintendo Switch 2 before. In a nutshell, it's a tingly sensation that usually begins on the scalp and moves down the back of your neck and upper spine, and is usually triggered by certain tapping methods, whispering, etc. If you missed our ASMR unboxing, you could check those out across our channel page. And Misaki is an assistant for the events on the Venus Islands who's always by the player side but also a bit shy. Wonder what she's going to whisper to me. I'll find it out after the video. Shh. And finally, let me just move this first. Okay. We have the cream of the whole premium box. Venus Vacation Prism that are Alive Xtreme Date Gravure photo book. Japanese culture likes to use the term gravure quite extensively for the Japanese models that are generally more provocative than regular idols, but not to the point of posing nude. So you may say it's borderline. Let me quickly flip the book over, but better don't watch further if you're in public or at work. NSFW. Not too bad, right? I'll better put this back in the box to preserve it. So that's it for this episode of Cells Unboxing. If you enjoyed this alluring unboxing video, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and share with others who love anything of the Dead or Alive series. Like we've mentioned earlier, this is not the only special edition of the game that Koei Tecmo had already released. Besides this one and the standard edition, there's also a special collection box that contains all these goodies, plus a double-sided body pillow cover featuring Nanami, and a desk mat with original illustration of the 6 female characters. This special collection box will set you back more than double that of the premium box, and if you're really a hardcore fan, you may want to go with that instead. How you're going to use the double-sided body pillow cover is another story. For us, this is more than enough already, both for our eyes and our wallet. Again, the Alive Xtreme series is only limited to the Asian market, and you can't even find on North American PlayStation Store. So if you want to get your hands on one, you may have to get from online stores or your local ones selling this. Time to pop the disc in and start our dating journey. See you all next time.